the Army has this opportunity for a young specialist to go green and gold, and we'll give them a 4-year scholarship. And I was like, I saw this. I was like, there's no way. There's no way that the Army is going to take a brand new specialist and put him in school for 4 years. And it was a real thing. I looked into it a little bit more, saw that it was an opportunity for me.
Hey, what's up everybody? Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I have beside me my good friend, Second Lieutenant Rivera. I am stoked about this Green to Gold series that I've started on this channel. The goal is just to help enlisted soldiers that may have questions about the Green to Gold process. Maybe you're contemplating whether or not you should do it, or maybe you are, further along in your career and you're like, is it worth it? All right, so let's get right into it, man. Thanks.
Let's do it. Yeah.
So much for
having me come out here, man.
Thank you, man. This is going to be awesome. So, when did you join the Army?
Okay.
How long have you been in?
So I joined originally out of New Jersey in 2010, so I've been in for about 12 years now, a little over that. I came here, right where we're at right now, Fort Jackson, for my basic training. I enlisted as a 35 November Signals Intelligence Analyst. So I conducted my AIT over at Goodfellow Air Force Base in Texas. Been around since then, so my first duty station was in Aurora, Colorado, where I was part of the NSA Site Colorado over there. And then from there, I had an opportunity to deploy. So I had some at least 9 months of deployment time in Afghanistan, came back, was stationed in Korea for a spell, and then was recruiting a little bit in Chicago. And that's where my Green and Gold packet got approved, where I then transitioned over to Arizona State University, where I completed my degree in clinical exercise science. And now we're here, man.
Nice. Glad to have you.
Yeah, man.
So let's back up a little bit. At what point did you say, I'm going to cross over from the enlisted side and I'm going to go to the commission side?
So that all happened, a lot happening while I was in Korea, but that decision was made while I was there. So I originally never had the intention of commissioning. I was, locked into the NCO mindset and just sticking around there. I had my trajectory planned out, but, things changed. I didn't want to stick around in the military intelligence field, you know what I mean? So I had the opportunity to work in a brigade S3 as op orders were coming through, and lo and behold, that first op order came through that said, hey, the Army has this opportunity for a young specialist to go green and gold, and we'll give them a 4-year scholarship. And I was like, I saw this. I was like, there's no way. There's no way that the Army is going to take a brand new specialist and put him in school for 4 years. And it was a real thing. I looked into it a little bit more, saw that it was an opportunity for me, and that's when I started my whole path and just building my my whole career towards the Green and Gold program.
I would say Green to Gold is the Army's best kept secret. Let's talk about, you did ADO, right? The active duty option, correct?
Right.
You didn't do a scholarship option. All right. So what benefits were you able to retain in the active duty option?
So out of the 3 options that the Green and Gold offers, ADO was the only one that I was interested in, just because I was able to keep my active duty pay. So me being married, like, that was a big deal, right? I didn't want to have to separate from the service, find a second job while I'm going through school to support both me, my wife, and my education as well. So it was great that the Army gave me that opportunity to only separate myself for 2 years, keep my paycheck, my housing covered and everything like that during that entire time frame. And the only thing that I had to use was either financial aid or my GI Bill to pay for my education, and then just come right back in and continue my service from there. So it was a good deal. It was a real good deal.
Awesome. So what was it like going from the enlisted world to, boom, you're at your university, Arizona, right?
Yep, Arizona State.
Arizona State. Cadet land.
Yeah.
What was that transition like?
So that was a transition. It was a little bit of a shock, just because it's one of those things that you don't know what you don't know, and there's a lot of things that the cadets don't know what they don't know, right? So it was a little bit of a step back for me to just be like, hey, like, you got to remember, that these folks don't know necessarily as much as you do. They haven't gone through basic training. These kids are going straight from high school into college, and that is their whole experience. And ROTC is, at that point in time, the only thing that they know about the Army. So it kind of changed the wheels a little bit, right? To where, like, you can also be there to provide them that information and fill in those gaps for them. But it was also real cool to see them kind of step up to those challenges, right? To be like, all right, this is all they know, but they are stepping up into these leadership roles with as much information as they have. And they're, some people step up to the limelight, and then other people's kind of, hold back a little bit, but everybody learns at their own rates, right? So it was real cool to see them actually step up into those leadership roles.
So look, man, I just want you to take a moment. The floor is yours. You can just speak from your heart. You have a formation of soldiers in front of you. What would you tell them about green to gold?
Right. Honestly, you better than anybody else. Nobody can make that decision for you. So how much work you're willing to put in when it comes to you wearing the uniform. Whether that's you being an NCO, whether that's you being an officer, you taking care of soldiers at the end of the day is all that matters, right? So aside from that, the decision is just from are you willing to put in the work that is required of an officer, right? Other than that, there's obviously like the different perks between being an NCO and being an officer. At the end of the day, those are irrelevant when your career is really taking care of soldiers, right? If you have any other mindset aside from that, you're not gonna make it, right? So come in with the right mindset. As long as you have the best of intentions, then everything else is just gonna fall in line.
Man, those are wise words.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate you having me out here.
Oh man, thanks for coming.
Yep.
Thank you all so much for clicking on this video and just checking out this entire series. We have some great voices, some great experience, as you can see, and I just want to appreciate and say thank you to all of you for allowing me to be a part of your research. You're checking out green to gold stuff, you're just surfing the web, and you stumbled upon this video and this series, and I hope that it is adding value to you in your leadership development. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to comment below. I read every single comment. You can reach out to me on Instagram as well at @therealc_hill. That's what this channel and that's what this series is all about. It's just helping you make a wiser decision for tomorrow. All right, like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep leading out there.
All right, man.
All right, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah.